Radio Grand Lac vous accompagne sur le 92.1 FM.
Your English Weekly. Your English Weekly. La chronique 100% en anglais de Radio Grand Lac avec Sinead.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Your English Weekly on Radio Grand Lac 92.1. As you may remember or you may not know, Your English Weekly sponsors Your English Workshop, and Your English Workshop is a training centre for English lessons for adults and children in Aix-les-Bains and the Ravoire. Visit their website for more information. We are every week from 12:30 to 1:45. So hello and welcome to Your English Weekly. I'm your host Sinead, and as you may not know, this is our last week for the season. Yes, it's very sad. We have come to an end of a season already. 31 editions we have held this season, and unfortunately, I don't know where the time has gone, but here we are. So if you want to listen to these editions again, you can go back to YouTube. You can type in Your English Weekly and you can listen to them there. So please stay tuned today because we are going to be speaking with Cécile Rousset-Vachon. Hello, Cécile.
Hello, Sinead.
So Cécile, just for information to all those listening to us today, Cécile was one of my students that has been training with us since February, and her goal was to come here today and to talk to you on the radio, just as though she would be talking to her clients in life. So I want to congratulate you, Cécile. Well done. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, Cécile, before we start, do you know this expression, call it a day?
No.
Not even an idea of what that can be?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, well, listeners, listen until the end and we will let you know what call it a day means. So, Cécile, let's start. So tell me a little bit about yourself. Cécile, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes. I arrived 20 years ago. I come from Grenoble. I used to live close to the mountain. So with my husband, we both thought Aix-les-Bains was the right place to live and to have a family.
Yeah, like many of you here in Aix-les-Bains. So, Cécile, tell me, what is your career today? Your career today is a real estate agent. So why did you start this career?
I wanted to be independent, so I created and developed my own company. As well, I started a career to work close to home in and around the lac Bouget-le-Lac. We live in such a beautiful place. I was looking for a job dealing with people, as I am a people person. So naturally, as I had already worked in real estate, establishing a real estate agency was just natural and logical for me to do.
Okay, so for those that just heard, you are a people's person. So a people's person is somebody who likes to be with people, who likes to deal with people. Some people prefer office jobs, and some people are people persons. Okay, so you're a people's person who has created Agence de Lac 73. What exactly is this agency?
Yes. Agence de Lac 73 is a small and independent real estate agency on human scale. I prefer to offer not a lot of properties, but mainly properties of characters in exceptional location, very often with a view on the lake or the mountain.
Okay, so what could you say is different with other agencies? Because in Aix-les-Bains we've got hundreds of agencies that are selling hundreds of properties for not enough properties for the clients, if I'm right. But so what is different with you?
I think I'm not conventional in doing real estate. I'm convinced that the real estate project is a long-term project. So I strive to create a close relationship with my clients, whether they are seller or buyer. I talk, exchange, and really listen a lot with my client about their lifestyle, their needs, so that I can offer them properties that are perfectly adapt to their expectation.
Okay, so the idea is to find the right person for the right buyer or for the right seller.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Cecile, you said lifestyle. Why is people's lifestyle important?
Yes, well, Sinead, as you can imagine, a family with 2 young children will not looking for the same thing as a retired couple or a family with teenagers.
Of course, yeah.
For example, the retired couple will look for a bedroom with an ensuite bathroom on the ground floor.
Yeah, because they can't walk up the stairs.
Yes, and probably with little land. Whereas a young family would want to a bedroom for each child, and often a prayer room. And of course, we all know they want to be close to the facilities as a bus, bakery,
and
or
probably
shops.
a garden too, no? And
Yes.
probably look for a garden as
Sure.
well. Yeah. So, what is the procedure if someone does have a project? What
Yes.
would they have to do?
So first, they contact me by phone. We talk about their project, which can be selling the property or buying property.
So for a seller, for a seller, for
yes.
example.
For selling your property, you book an appointment to estimate the value of the house. It's important to remember that I don't do remote estimate.
Okay, remote estimates means that you don't do estimates just by video, for example.
Yes, or by internet, or yes.
Okay.
I only do physical calculation because I think it is essential to see the property and its environment. It gives a precise estimate view with a guarantee.
Okay,
Yes.
so you're able to give a correct
Yes.
estimate of the house because you've been there. Okay, good.
Exactly.
And if a buyer wants to buy,
For the buyers, they contact me directly. We exchange on the subject and condition of what they are looking for. I try to figure out their personality to be able to find exactly what their requests are and what they are hoping to find. Then I create a file, look for this type of property.
and do you find it immediately?
No, sure not.
It's a long process sometimes. So, okay, so after you've got your buyers, you've got your sellers, etc., how can people contact you?
Yes. They can contact me by email or by my website. First, my office, also by my office. My office is located in Brison-Saint-Innocent, in my home, where I can receive clients. But I work all around the lake in the Rivière des Alpes. For my email, they can contact me at aix-les-bains at gmail.com. Also, they can contact by the real estate agency website, www.agencedulac73.com. And everybody, I'm also on social media. You can find all the aids and information on our Facebook page or on Instagram.
Of course. And if you did not hear earlier, they can always go back to YouTube and they will
Yes.
find the replay of today's show, of course. So remember, you can always have the replay. So, Cecile, if I'm correct, you have not always been a real estate agent, have you?
No, I had a real estate project manager. I had been a real estate project manager for a big company in Savoie, which built housing and accommodation during 15 years before.
Okay, for 15 years. Okay.
15 years.
Previously.
15.
And so when did you decide to create this Agents de Lac 73?
I founded the agency in 2020.
During the pandemic?
Just before the COVID.
Okay, so just before the COVID. So so just before the COVID, before the boom.
Yes.
So why is there such a boom in Savoy today? What has happened that everybody wants to come and there's not enough space for everybody to come and live in Savoy?
Yes, we live in such a beautiful place between lake and mountain. Savoy is close to the big city. For example, you can get Paris by train in less than 4 hours. There is also employment. So after COVID and the lockdown, a lot of people sold their apartment in Paris, in the big city. and I've looked for a house outside of the big city. They're looking for a house with a big land and more space.
Yeah, and to be in the fresh air of the Alps here in Savoy, of course, or the Jura, or sorry, not the Jura, the Bauge. Okay. And do you think this boom will continue?
I think there will always be significant interest in your place around the lac because of everything I said before. But the boom after COVID seems to be decreasing now.
Okay, that's interesting to hear. Yeah. So it is decreasing.
I think the buyers are now taking more time to reflect and to think about what they want. But still are a lot of buyers for not enough house to sell.
Okay. Yes. So in actual fact, today, if you are a seller, it's a very good opportunity to sell your house.
Yes, the right time.
It's the right time. Okay. Do you have any anecdotes to share with us?
Yes.
What has been one of your funny experiences?
One little. Yes. One day I was showing a great property to English client with their three sons.
The three sons?
There was a big swimming pool, and I always opened the rolling shutter to show the pool. So as we visited the garden,
hang on, was it during the summer or during the winter?
During the winter, yes. So as we visited the garden with the parents, one of the children playing football,
of course,
fell in the swimming pool.
Fell into the swimming pool, of course.
Yes. Yeah. And it was in February, so imagine the temperature.
I know, I don't.
And he didn't say it was cold, but too salty because the pool itself, it's a saline pool.
Salty pool, okay. It's a saline pool.
Saline pool,
okay.
Yes.
Okay, and so of course the child didn't complain about the temperature. He complained just about the salty water. Oh, yes, for goodness sake. That's hilarious.
And in the end, they bought the house, so it has a good ending for me.
Oh, well, that is a good ending, isn't it? So, okay. Well, Cécile, thank you so much for talking about Agence de Lac 73 today. It has been such a pleasure to have you as my last guest today. Before we come back in September, of course, if Radio Grand Lac want us back, we never know. So before finishing today, let's go back to my expression. So call it a day. So Cécile, you don't remember what call it a day means?
No
idea. Okay, so call it a day means to stop working on something. So for example, it's time for me to call it a day to Your English Weekly till the next season in September. So that's all that I can say about it. So when you want to stop something, you call it a day. Well, that's all from us today. It's sad, Cécile, it goes by so quickly. So if you wish to listen to this podcast again, you know that you can find it on YouTube, on YouTube, Your English Weekly. And don't hesitate to call me or ask me if you have any questions about any of these shows we had on Your English Weekly. You can contact me on www.yourenglishworkshop.com. Okay, and if you want to send me a message, you can send it to info@yourenglishworkshop.com. So thanks again, Cécile. I hope you'll join me maybe in September or next season.
Yes, I hope. You're such a great teacher.
Oh, thank you very much. That's so sweet. And I want to thank all those who supported and joined me on Your English Weekly this season. I had a great season, thanks to you all. Thanks to Sandra, thanks to Jean-Pierre, and today we've got Christian here looking after me. So don't forget to follow us on Facebook. If you want to know anything that's happening in the English Workshop, you can look on us Facebook or Instagram, and you can find all my expressions of the week. Have a lovely week, and I hope to be back in September with old guests and new guests too. And bye to all, and talk to you soon from Your English Weekly.